Hi, my name is Zoey Martinson, and I am the writer-director of The Fisherman. The Fisherman is about a traditional fisherman in Ghana who is forced into retirement and ends up partnering with a bougie talking fish. They end up going on this crazy adventure to Accra in pursuit of resurrecting a dream. The inspiration for The Fisherman comes from when I had lived in Keita when I was kind of younger for a brief amount of time in the Volta region, and I had lived in this fishing community. And every day the fishermen would go out to sea and I would help pull the net in because I could swim. And so there was this kind of, I think, whimsy and wonder about what we could pull out of the sea. And in the 20 years since then, every time I've come back to Ghana, I've watched the country develop incredibly quickly. And so I was interested in exploring, like, what are the costs of rapid development against a coastal community? But I also wanted to capture kind of at least my essence of Ghana, which is that I have a lot of fun and I laugh a lot. And that was something that I oftentimes felt was missing in cinema that made it outside of Ghana, was just the humor of people. And so I think the tone of the film, I wanted to keep it in as a comedy, but exploring kind of deeper themes. This is my debut feature film as a director, and I would say, but I've worked in television in the US and obviously short film and theater, and I would say that, like, any project is difficult. There's never one where you kind of go in and you have all the answers. I think the beautiful thing about what we do is that we create something from nothing, and it's somewhat ephemeral. So it's like we're kind of creating an entire company, we're creating an entire world from scratch. And that's always hard. So I wouldn't say that it's harder to shoot in Ghana versus anywhere else. It's just the challenges maybe are a little bit different, but there's always challenges. And then with challenges, when you kind of conquer them, I would say as an artist, it feels really rewarding. That's interesting. I've never approached it like, oh, I want to work with that singular actor. I always kind of like look at the role and I look at the script, and then certain characters start speaking to me and I'm like, oh my God, this person I think would be perfect. But like with The Fisherman, we kind of had a casting process, a very standard casting process where Maoko put actors on tape, and I was oftentimes surprised by somebody and their performance and their embodiment of a character in a way that I wouldn't have known they could do that. Like, I only knew Ricky as a really kind of dramatic actor, so to see him be that funny in the audition, I was just blown away. And he just nailed the part, and it became very clear that, like, that character was Ricky. There was, and so it's really, I think, amazing when the actor just takes that character on to the point where there feels like there's no separation, and they're just making it come to life off of the words that you wrote. They're kind of the human being of it, and that's the collaboration as a director that you're hoping for, that you hope that actors come in and just embody these people and turn them into like real human beings outside of just words on a page.